Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Today is September 29th, and I am currently going up to New York for bow opener. Starts in 2 days, October 1st. So that Tuesday, you'll be seeing us, and you'll see me and Daniel up in a stand. We have a couple really nice shooter bucks coming in, mainly on a nice south wind in the evening in our turnip plot. So we are hoping Tuesday evening we can get it done on one of the bucks that we want to shoot. But right now I gotta stop, get some gas, and then I'm meeting Dylan at Walmart. We're gonna pick up some groceries for the week, and that's pretty much it. And Daniel's gonna be there with me on Monday, and I think Dylan is coming up Wednesday, and then the other Dylan's gonna come up on Friday after work. So I have a whole week, and let's see what happens. To our destination. Excuse me. There we go. We have arrived at the cabin. All the goods. Wow, that is a mess. That stuff went everywhere. Alright, whatever. Anyways, we've arrived. Again. Got all the toys. Still looking pretty. And get settled in, probably get some of the stuff put away. Honestly, probably just relax. I'm kind of surprised it's not raining. And just looking over here, our beans, I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Our beans look great. So I'm gonna put the camera down, get all my stuff inside. I will see you guys later.
Move that. What's going on, guys? Daniel here from Ohio Badlands. I just got to camp. Will got here, I believe, yesterday afternoon. As you can see, I'm sure he's filmed his intro and whatnot, but we're just gonna add all these clips in. So last minute plans before opening day for archery in New York, which is tomorrow. Gonna hang that nice beautiful stand right there in the back of the Ford Fusion, in a spot when I was last here where there was a highway intersection of trails, and I believe there was a scrape. If there is, we're gonna freshen it up or just make one and hang a stand on it. I think I might hunt it in the morning tomorrow, but I know for a fact in the afternoon Will and I are gonna team up and hunt. I'm gonna film him in the turnip plot because two of our shooters are showing up there consistently in the evening during last minute few minutes of shooting lights. So hopefully we can get a crack at one of them early on, because the later we get into hunting season here, the harder it gets. So stay tuned. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings, and a little bit of preparation today. Got the good old stands hung up on Will's four-wheeler. Gonna grab the key to the other one, head out back, check out this spot I was thinking of, and show it to Will and kind of catch his opinion. Sadly, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make a scrape, so later down the road we're going to have to get one in there, but hopefully there's already one like I was thinking there. So yep. Alright, so we just got to the spot we're going to hang up a stand. Well, Will is. So we have this big kind of ridge, kind of sort of that offsets this really thick area over here that you definitely probably could get some deer bedding, but there's this trail right there that comes up this backside, works up to an area. I know there's a bunch of acorn trees up there, and we also have a bunch of thick cover with a huge ridge on that side as well. So seems like a really good corridor area. There's trails everywhere. Trail right over there you can kind of see, and then there's also this area right down there that offsets that pine tree with the fallen down trees that has 3 to 4 trails, and then there's a few fresh rubs down in there that come off our probably 2 acres of corn we have in the field, about 70 yards and outside of the woods. So we're gonna strive to get up to at least right there, because we have that little bit of cover. There's not many trees in here to hang up that have cover in the area we need to be. So we're gonna make this work. We wanted to go originally in that tree, but it's just way too big for the straps on our ladder. So we're gonna get this hung, grab another stand that we have up and take it down and kind of move it farther down there where we know there's acorn trees by one of our Moultrie cameras. So stay tuned. We're also going to grab a camera that's up by the stand we're going to take down. So hopefully we have a lot of good moves before opening day tomorrow, because I personally am probably going to sit in this stand in the morning. So hopefully we see some action. So our second set is hung. As you can see, it's right here. Backdrop is this nice pine tree we have. All scattered throughout there is nothing but acorns everywhere. So we have deer in daylight all the time, so it's just a matter of time before we have bucks. But as of right now, it's just mainly does. So I'm sure when we get closer to the rut, this spot will heat up. Usually we have a scrape on this one tree, but there's no scrapes this year, so yep. So about 2 weeks ago, we actually made our water hole a lot bigger. Now we're not really expecting it to fill up till about springtime and give them a nice water source, but as you can see, there's actually a lot of deer tracks already in it. So I don't know if they're just like utilizing it to cross by, but as you can see, there's deer tracks all up in it. There's a little water in there, but not much. It stations right next to our turnip plot at the end of the field over there that also goes up to the top point. Usually there's a plot in that corner, but there's not this year. But we have about 2 acres of standing corn that we're going to keep standing for the whole season. So great food sources all around for these deer. We have 3 acres of beans up in the front near the cabin. And we're going to have this water source for them in the spring when it fills up, unless if we get a good hard rain this fall, it might fill up a little bit, but I don't expect it to fill up all the way because it's a little big. So a lot of big things planned for this place in the future. We're only getting started. Alright guys, so we just made it over to the area, our turnip plot that Will and I are going to be hunting tomorrow evening. As you can see, they started hammering a scraper here on the edge of this trees along the plot. Huge trail comes out through here. Now we haven't grown anything here for years, so there's not much nutrients, rather say, but I could say honestly it's doing a lot better than I thought it would. We planted Domain's Big Sexy blend in here. We also added their clover alfalfa mix, comeback kids, so we're having a lot of brassicas, turnips and whatnot, and radishes coming in. Here's a good example of one of the turnips right there, but as you can see, there's a lot of clover coming up in this, so it'll be really nice clover established in the springtime. As you can see, there's our blind right there that we moved from right over around this corner path right there, and it also says we're right here by the corn. So we've had 2 shooters in here, daylights, 3 shooters in here several times in daylight right in the evening. So hopefully we can get a crack at one of them tomorrow evening. What's going on, guys? Daniel here from Ohio Badlands. It's opening day here in Mayville, New York for bow hunting. We're out on a spot we call the OG Trail, just from past history reasons. We used to have a scrape right on this tree about 20 yards to the left of me, and we had probably one of the biggest deer we've ever had on camera here at camp, and that was like 5 years ago. But we decided to come back over here because there's a bunch of acorns all over, and we obviously know as deer move from their summertime routines over to their fall, the second acorns drop, they start to hit acorns really hard. So sitting about over this acorns and hoping we can see one of our shooters. We'll set up about 80 to 100 yards down to my left. So hopefully we can have some luck. We're gonna hunt over a turnip plot later, but stay tuned. Hopefully we can see some deer. So I think Will is packing up currently right now, so I know when he packs up he's gonna head to me, and we're gonna slowly walk out of here and kind of strategize a plan for later on and make some breakfast, because I'm starving and I know he needs to use the restroom. But we're gonna make breakfast, strategize, use the bathroom, and kind of plan around what we're gonna do this afternoon. So stay tuned. Could see something before he gets over here, but probably not. So when he gets over here, we're gonna slowly pack up and head out.
Alright guys, so while Daniel is in class right now, it is currently, what time is it? 2:55. I am gonna get ready and I'm gonna head out of the blind. I'm probably gonna leave here around 3 o'clock. So Daniel is gonna meet me in the blind. I'll bring you guys with me, bring the tripod, bring everything, get everything set up, and then hopefully we can get a crack at one of our shooter bucks this evening. So you guys stay tuned. Here he comes. Look at him walk. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, so Daniel, he just got back into the blind, and currently 4:12.
been too hot this year, but we're hunting over it because you never know, anything could happen. And then Will's in a new spot they hung up today, and so is Dylan Cox. So hope we see some deer. And now Dylan hunted over the turnips in the blind last night, and it was dead. Didn't see anything. So I do notice we got a new scrape that's about directly underneath me, so that's pretty cool. But we're pretty much just after a buck, and Will had an opportunity 2 nights ago, and he hit our target buck right in the shoulder blade. So he only got about this much penetration, so he should be okay. It's just whether or not if he comes back or not. So we got a wind that's blowing this way, so not the most ideal, but hopefully we see some movement. Stay tuned. Typically been having the deer feed through the blind side and come up over here. They work from behind me. They hit the acorns and they also eat the brassicas. I'm not sure how much of them are bulbing for turnips or radishes, but I know there's a lot of clover in there as well, so hopefully we can have one of our target shooters. There's about 3 of them, so hopefully one of them can step their way this way tonight and give us a shot. Right.
Hey man. Oh, get behind them. Yeah,
cheers.
Get behind the deer.
Blood. And, you know.
Want to chuck, Daniel?
Alright, so we don't really have a name for this guy. I may have, he actually didn't have a bad side over here. I don't know how old he is, but he was chilling out in front of us for a while, and he looked at me, so I had to do it. And I haven't shot a deer in some time, so thought of what a better opportunity to start off early and kind of get a better chance later. So